morning, future people. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Fog's World. As you can see, I've got most of the walls up. And it's looking good. Let me check on my melons here. Oh, lots of pumpkin while I've been working on this project. Is this filled up yet? Oh, no, but it's close. Okay. So it is a bright and clear morning, not a cloud in the sky, probably because they're still turned off. And here we are in Fog's World, and I've got all of the walls completed. I mean, I still have to put a few doors in. There's a few openings that don't have doors, but yeah. And I need to build some gates. Now, this gate is done, of course. This was the one we finished a while ago, and it's working beautifully. Let's go over and pop this sucker again. Look at that, it works beautifully. I love it. Now, that's using my Zuma's triple extender, and I really like it. And one of the cool things about that triple extender is that it's extensible, and you can make it reach long distances and do all sorts of funky things. Well, one of the things that we need to do here is we need to make it turn a corner. And that gets a little tricky. Now, I've been fooling around here, and I finally got a system that I think is going to work. The real tricky part, though, is down here at the bottom. In order to get these guys to turn a corner like this, it would be easy if I didn't have to double them up like this, but you can see I have to do the zigzag thing. Otherwise, the gate, you know, the fences won't connect. So it's not enough to just go straight on a diagonal. I have to do the zigzag, which means there's pistons in positions that are kind of hard to reach from just one side. That means I have to modify the triple piston extender so that it'll work from two sides instead of just one, and because I've got to be able to reach all of these blocks. So what I've done is I've lowered the lower level down 2 blocks so that I can put this set of redstone torches underneath here, and then I've wired up some redstone very carefully so that from this redstone torch right here, I can turn off all of these torches independently, and that way I can yeah, get me out of here. That way I can throw this one switch and make all of those pistons extend. Throw it again and they will retract. And then for this level right up here, this is a little easier, but this guy right here, that torch right there controls these pistons, and that one controls the top pistons most of the time, depending on their positions, of course. And I had to very carefully wire things up so that I didn't get what's the word I'm looking for? So I didn't get the redstone bleeding across, right? You get things like this torch controls both of the pistons on the other side there. Those torches control that row of pistons, and so on. So like this one torch here controls this block, which controls torches there and here. Or maybe it's this one controls torches there and there. I don't remember. But you get the idea. So now if I throw this switch, those guys all extend. Throw the switch again, and they all retract. And I can do the same thing up here with this guy. Extend them all. And retract them all. And so that way I can independently control each layer of pistons. And that's going to let me come up here and put these guys right... No, not there. There? Is that right? I think that's right. I can't remember. Which one's which? I don't remember. I think it's there. I think it's these guys. Pretty sure it's those guys. Let's make sure. We'll flip the very top one, and that should tell us. They should all be up now, 1 space. Yep, they're all up 1 space. So yeah, we got that correct. That's where the gate is, right there. All right, so the next challenge is going to be wiring up my Zuma's triple extender so that it will correctly address each of these levels. And that I've already solved in a creative world. And rather than, it's basically the same build that I built over there with just a couple of minor tweaks. And rather than force you guys to watch me build it, I figure it's probably best if I just go ahead and build it off camera, and then I will come back and I'll show you what I built and how it differed from what I did over there. And that's probably better because it'll give us time to maybe do something else here at the end of this episode. So I'm going to go away for a little while and do some work off camera, and then we will talk in just a little bit. See you soon. All right, I'm back. We've got our triple piston extender in place. There's the switch that controls it. This in here, this mechanism up here is basically the same mechanism that we had in the other gate. Everything from this block over is identical. The only difference is we've pulled it away from this with an extra set of repeaters. And that gives us 1 extra tick of timing. So you see there's a repeater there, and there's a repeater right up there. That gives us an extra tick of timing, which we're going to need because we have this torch and those torches there, adding an extra 1 tick of lag to this bottom, 1 tick of delay to this bottom row of pistons. So that means we have to compensate by adding an extra tick to the other layers as well. This down here is basically the same piston length or tick length extender that we had before. The only difference is this is brought down below and into a block with a torch so that we can invert the signal to all those pistons there. So now when I throw this switch, those guys will all extend. And if I throw the switch again, they all retract, just like at the other one. And as you can see, it's all a nice round shape. Pop this up again. There it is extended. So there it is pushing up our gate. And now when we retract, all of those will go flush with this sand right here. Boom. And you can see that it did just that. So now we can go ahead and cover some of this stuff because we don't need to have all this exposed. This can all be covered up. We didn't really need to excavate quite so far over here, it turns out, but that's okay. It's no big deal. And yeah, so we'll get all this covered up, and then we need to build the piston mechanism at the top to push these guys back down. And that mechanism is basically the same as the one over there. The only difference is, as we did here, we have to power the pistons from both sides. But this gets a little bit easier to do because it's just a much simpler power ladder. So give me a minute to get that all wired up, and we'll talk again in just a minute. All right, we have the basic mechanism in place. This is just like that mechanism there. The only difference is that we have to zigzag to get around this side, and this side is not enough to get that piston or that piston or that piston, so we have to snake a little bit on the other side as well. So we have a bit there, and we have a bit around here, and that will control the entire array of pistons. And we just have 3 levels like before. Repeater to 4 ticks, repeater to 3 ticks, repeater to 1 tick. This will extend the whole mechanism down. You can see where it comes up here through this torch ladder right behind me, right in here. There's the torch ladder that runs it all. That comes down here. This is the lever. The on-off switch is right here. This lever pushes that piston down, which fires that thing off. Let's see. So if I throw the lever here, that sends a 4-tick pulse to that machine, which raises the gate. 4-tick pulse down there. And when I turn it off again, that sends a pulse up the torch ladder, which lowers the gate. So very simple. So now all I need to do is put in the mechanism to actually, whoop, hello, go away. Yeah, die, spider. So now I just need to put in the mechanism to actually trigger it remotely and put in the NOR latch, or sorry, the T flip-flop. Put in the T flip-flop to determine, you know, when a pulse sends it down and when a pulse sends it up. And we'll be ready to go. So if you will give me a minute, I will wire that up and then we will be ready to go. All right, good morning. I've worked through the night and I have this wired up. So this right here, we've got a set of trip wires, one going there, one going over there. Tripping the trip wires pops this piston down, which sends a signal through this wire. That wire comes over to here into this piston, which sends a 1-tick pulse there, which turns this into a T flip-flop, which obviously I didn't backfill, like that. That turns that into a T flip-flop, which turns this signal right here on or off as needed. And let me show you this in operation. So if I come over here, trip the tripwire, up goes the gate, trip the tripwire again, and the gate goes back down. It's as simple as that. So now all I have to do is put another tripwire outside, which I will probably wire to this wall right here. So it'll go out that way and then back over to there, and then we'll run it back just similarly to this one. So it'll have one central post that goes in both directions, and just need to wire that into this right here and we will be good to go. So let me do that, get it hooked up, and then I will cover this all up and finish the tower here, finish the gate, and then it'll be time for the big reveal. We'll see you in a minute. Well, all right, I'm back. And I've got it done. Look at that. I like it. I really like it. The tower looks awesome. Woo! He didn't like it, though. You jerk. Somebody's sneaking up on me. We'll fix that in a minute. Oh, it looks good, though, doesn't it? We're going to need to smooth this out, pull it away from this a little bit more, maybe round it a bit. A little bit of terraforming is still needed, but it works, and it looks really good. Here's what it looks like from the other side. I'm really digging this. Looks like I missed a spot. How did I miss that? Whoa. Huh. Now that's interesting. My tower is uneven. I didn't notice that. How did that happen? That's interesting. Not sure how I pulled that off. This tower's over one too many. May need to correct that. But either way, I'm happy with the look by and large. Yeah, I'm happy with it. All right, there we go. I've corrected the imbalance, and I've cleaned up the yard a bit. Still could use a little bit of work down here, I think. I want it to slope a little more gradually than this. I don't think I got any more dirt. So these torches are to the road out to the mesa biome. They needed to be redirected a little bit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. And let's go get a horse and give this a try. But you can see we got it even again on the inside here. Looks a lot better. Jump. There we go. All right, I'm going to go get a horse, and then we'll go ride through here. Actually, I got one right here. This will be a little faster than running all the way back. You will do just nicely. Thank you very much. Any one of you will do the trick. Nice. Very good. Very good. Gate closes. Nice. And off we go. Back in. Ah! Stood a little close. And it closes again. Opened. I could watch this thing work all day. It's nice. All right, that's a success. Awesome. All right, time for something else. Hello, everybody. It's been quite a while since that last segment I recorded, and this is what our village looks like at the moment. I have finished all of the gates. They're all done. Let's go get a horse and ride around the perimeter here. I'll show you what they all look like. So this is the stuff we'd seen before over here. Yeah, get over there. Thank you. There's the gate we'd seen before. You'll notice that I've moved the tripwires. I went ahead and put them back in here. And I did that because I just thought it looked cleaner there. I do have to be careful, though, to not ride through at full speed, obviously, because I will run into the gate. It doesn't have time to open if I do that, but that's okay. This guy, it remains exactly as you last saw it. I think I might have cleaned it up a little bit, but for the most part, it is the same. And over here, we have another gate right here. So this is the east gate. There is the south gate right there. So that's the south gate, and we come over here. The southwest gate is over here. This is the gate I would use to head out to the ice spikes biome. Ah, get off the cactus. Sorry. And then over here we have the northwest gate. Right here. And all of these gates are built the same way. They're all built exactly the same as this one there. I got better at it as time went on, of course. Got more efficient at building them, but the mechanism is the same. So, our city walls are complete. Our little city is now securely tucked behind city walls. If I wanted to, I could even remove this gate. I, in fact, might do that at some point. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I have a few ideas, but I'm going to save that for the next episode. I think this is about where we stop today, guys. You've seen the gate. All the walls are done. Our hamlet is secure. And we're ready to move on to something else. So, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw here, please give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends and tell your enemies about Fog's World so we can get more people watching us. The more the merrier. Absolutely. Tell them how awesome it is. And if you like what you saw here and you want to see more, you know what to do. Subscribe. We do this every week. And we will be doing it again next week unless life intrudes. So, anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. Take care. I will talk to you all again next time. Bye-bye.